Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and in today's video I will show you how I did this. You've just seen the new trailer for my YouTube channel, and as you might have seen, I recently had the interview with Brian Waters from the QTube, and we recorded that interview whilst I've been in Munich, and we planned to publish it on a Saturday, and it was literally Thursday evening when he contacted me like, "Hey Martin, I have a surprise for you. I did something, you may like it." And he sent me over this trailer, which was really a huge surprise for me. So thank you again, Brian, for this. The problem is, I received it on Thursday, and by Saturday we wanted to publish the interview, and he said, "You can include this and we can use this," and so on. So I had Friday night to write that track, and we will see now what exactly I did and what brought me to the final result. So what Brian sent me was this trailer, and he placed already music that he took from the music library, which was like this. Which obviously I said I can't let the music, I have to write my own music. So the very first thing I did, I imported that trailer into Logic with the audio track, and I just tapped bum 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 into my core Chrome on the tab here to have a tempo. It ended up to be 95 because, as you can see, as the images come in, I just wanted to have this effect, so I needed more or less the same tempo, and that's it. From that moment on, that track was off, and I started to write my own track. And as I knew it needed to be loud, it needed to be epic, it needed to be, the big guns, I knew exactly what libraries to use. And that's so important. Know your libraries, know the articulations, know the pre-delay and all these details, because then you have a chance to write something like this within 3 or 4 hours. But only if you have a template maybe set up with, I have one for epic stuff and one for trailer stuff and one for sad stuff and one for, and if you know your libraries. So obviously my go-to library for that kind of music, one of them is Jaeger for sure. There is a little bit of soul in from Fingerprint Audio. There is the Detonator Rage, which is really a cool library for that stuff. And obviously there's Pandora from Project Sam. So let's start with Jaeger. The very first thing that I did, obviously, if you have trailerish stuff like that, are the ostinatos. There is a link now in the description to a video that I did recently, how to write string ostinati. And, it's always the same at the end. I mean, this stuff is nearly always the same. So this is, and in that case, what the violas did, because I wanted the violas. This 16th notes, I have the cello underneath, 2, 3, 4 with 8 notes, okay. Then I have later on, when I repeat the phrase, even the chord progression is so easy. It's just A minor, then it's an F major over the A and the bottom, then it's G major, and then it's E7. So when I repeat this, then the violins have even this bit. Okay, and I have the violins from Jaeger playing a little melody line. And to support this and to get it as big as possible, I doubled this with the strings, the high strings in octaves from Albion 1. So this is how they sound. So big. So if you combine them, it's not the most realistic sound, but it's one of the epic sounds that are needed for trailer stuff. So we listen to all the strings, and this is what the strings do. And as always, I can't stress this one out often enough. Use your modulation, use your expression, get whatever MIDI-CC controller you want and do it. Look at the curves up and down, because this is what makes it a little fluid. So what else do I have here? Obviously from Jaeger, I have the French horns and I have the trombones, and they play this bit. And even here the curves. So if we place them all together for now, then that's the sound what we have until now. To get it a little more epic towards the end, I use Oceania from performance samples, because even this, I could have started the choir right at the beginning, would have been annoying as hell. I use it exactly at the very last bar for 4 beats, because then it's this accent. You're like, oh wow, it's still continuing, it's still growing. At the very beginning, I have this starter, which in the original track was long, only 2 beats. Now I made it longer for 4 beats for the new version of the trailer, which I received meanwhile. Brian is a machine. So there's the string riser. And there is this intro fire. And I know I was meant to do the review for Pandora from Project Sam, but some of you know something really brutal happened around 1 month ago, and I was off for 2 weeks, so I'm a little behind my time plan, but I will recover from this. What's so cool about Pandora is this time sync function. So let's just take, for example, this intro fire, and I switch on the metronome. It's programmed on the downbeat, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and on the first one of the next bar, there's the highest point, but I could even tell that this should last only 2 beats. Sorry, I think I was on the wrong track for this, sorry. That's it, that's the intro fire. Okay, you see it's on downbeat, I take it for 2 beats. You see, 2 beats, 1, 2. I can say 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. That's so cool. This time sync is such a time saver. Okay, this is what Pandora does at the beginning. And then from Pandora, I'm using a lot of the effects. I do have the horn bends. I do have the big builder. I do have the drum rolls and the cymbal rolls, because even those are time synced. So let's just listen to these effects. Okay, this is what Pandora contributes to it. Then I do have from Jaeger. In Jaeger there's a whole lot of stuff: sound design, pads, Brahms, pulses and whatever. So I use this pulse because if you listen to the whole track like this, I get a lot of hybrid in it with this electronic. Then even there from Jaeger, there come the Brahms. There are many of those, and even those normally they are tonal. You see, there are all the Brahms, and with the key switches I just set on what note I want it. Then I have from Detonator, I have all these trailer hits with swells and impacts and booms and bangs. Incredible stuff. If you don't know it, Detonator Rage from Pulsator Sounds. It's one of the biggest electronic trailerish libraries that I know. There are thousands of sounds in it. I had a first impression video. There's the link. Check it out if you would like to have something trailerish. It's incredible. And for percussion, obviously, I'm using the Ape, the Apocalypse percussion elements from Sound Iron. I think I don't have to say much about it. It's incredible. This library is really incredible, especially for the sound. I really like the natural sound in this library, and at the same time, it's so big. So that's the first bit of the trailer. You know, this was just the epic side, and I think we spoke about everything that you find in there. But then, as the movie comes to its end, there is my name then coming, and obviously I wanted to change completely the mood of the whole thing. So what did I do here? I used from Soul, I used a downer, which I really like. Is this cool? Even Soul, there are some hidden gems in this library. Know your libraries, and you know where to find these gems. I went for the piano here, obviously, which is from the Labs. The soft piano with a whole lot of reverb on it. And I used from Bellady Media the Paravox, where the girl, I think it was 15 years old at that time, is singing, and that's incredible sound. In really. The vibrato and then the breath is just out of the lungs of that girl. Incredible. Paravox even has a phrase builder where you can build your own phrases, and it has pre-recorded phrases like this one. Incredible stuff. And then there is a library that I discovered recently, and I'm discovering this kind of libraries. In this case, it's the Alder cello. I even have the Alder violin. This is not your normal solo cello library, you know, with the vibrato and the legato and all that stuff. No, but you have all the articulations that you normally don't find in the mainstream libraries. So you find, listen to it. You see, these sounds, they are realistic, they are recorded from a cello, but you don't have them in the mainstream libraries. And these are the sounds that really fool your listeners. Because, you know, they maybe know about sample libraries and all that stuff, but they're not prepared for an articulation like this. And even Westwood, they have incredible libraries in with their Untamed series. The Viola Untamed, the Cello Untamed. You have all these jams in it which really give, you know, the cream on top of your music. And I think we are through. I think really we are through with this track. This is everything that there is. If you want, we can have again a listen. And yeah, we are nearly through. The Christmas collab is closed by now, and thank you so much. I think we have 32 or 33 participants at the moment. I saw most of the material already, incredible stuff. So thanks to everybody that joined us. And it will be published by the 24th of December. It will be a huge, maybe the longest silent night ever played on YouTube. My partner in crime, Chris Houston, had a wonderful video lately on his channel. Check it out, about film scoring. A wonderful little masterclass about setting the mood and the tone of film scoring and how to deal with dialogue and all this stuff and make him a Christmas present. Help him to have the 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. So if you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, just do so. He has wonderful, wonderful stuff on that channel. If you want to supply me and my channel and maybe make a Christmas present even to me, you see now I have a new camera. So I think the quality really improved. This camera wasn't for free. So if you want, there is my PayPal link in the description. Would be really wonderful if someone could help me a little bit to support me. And yeah, that's it from my side for today. See you in the next video. Cool things coming soon, really cool other making of videos of real world projects that I'm finishing these days. Make good music always. See you in the next video then. Bye bye.